Well, hello, Kevin here. So this is something I want to try. I've kind of wanted to try for a while. And I bought this mount, so I've got it mounted in my truck now, so I can blab on while I'm driving. May even do it some with Ashlyn too, because I really enjoy doing stuff with Ashlyn. But I think from time to time I just want to share thoughts and rumblings. You know, I have my website at kevinkolbe.com. Yeah, I know, pretty original, my name with a .com, where I tend to write more about faith and family stuff and fun stuff. Also on Facebook and Twitter at K2TheDude. I think the thing that has struck me more this week that it's really sticking with me is we had our first presidential debate, and I realize there's a lot of divisiveness on whoever side you're on for whichever candidate. But I guess I've been blown away and almost sickened at times by just the I'll just call it almost to the borderline of hate sometimes. I mean, I've seen people comment about wanting one or the other candidate dead, and just the vile that's being spewed out. Look, whether you support Hilary or whether you support Trump, that's your take. Hopefully, you're doing your homework on your personal homework and not just listening to things and friends and reading Facebook posts and going, oh, well, that's got to be true because it's on the web. So whoever you end up voting for, vote your conscience and vote. At least vote. But I think what's really bugged me, though, is knowing that, you know, you may be really strongly for a candidate, but that doesn't mean you have to be so just like nasty and hate. I don't get it. One of these two will be our next president, unless something bizarre happens. But one of these two will be our next president. Whether it's the person I voted for or not, they're still worthy of the respect of the office. They're a human being. And again, even if I don't like them and don't like things they've done, they're still made in the image of God. You know, I was reading this morning John 15, and Jesus says in just a few verses in this one chapter, he says, here's my command, that you love each other like I loved you. And then just like 3 or 4 verses later, he says again, this is my command, love each other. So twice, he says it's a command, not like a suggestion, not like, hey, if you get around to it, be kind of good to do. He gives us the clarifier in the first one, like he did for us, and talk about the pain and the suffering and the sacrifice and just the crap he went through for me and you. But then he says twice, love each other. So whether you're a believer, whether you believe that Jesus was just a great man, you have to almost admit, I would think, I would like to believe, that those are really powerful words to live by. Love each other. Is it simple at times? No. I mean, there are people that I honestly don't like that much, but I do love. You know, I think what bothered me a lot about just the venom that I've seen being spewed, mainly on Facebook than anything. And look, I'm one of these folks that I think it's your Facebook page, your profile, you say what you want. You know, I don't believe that Facebook is only for this and that. No, you know, Facebook, one, is for Mark Zuckerberg to make money. And now that he's got stocks, he's got more vested in it. It's for us to have fun with, but it's really whatever you want to do with it. I mean, you can choose whether to hide somebody or follow somebody, like somebody. But I think what bothered me even more is that a lot of just this nastiness was coming from Christians, fellow brothers and sisters. And I don't get it. The other thing that bothered me too is our kids. What are we teaching our kids? We're trying to teach our kids, I assume we're teaching our kids to love, to respect other people, and then we turn right around and be some of the most disrespectful, unloving, hate-speaking people. Not all of us and not all the time, but you know what? Kids see things, and I think they can sniff out fake. And if I'm telling my kids, you gotta love each other, and then I turn right around and I'm just saying the worst things I could about somebody, whether I know them or not, and a lot of times it's easier to say it if I don't know you. What is that teaching? What are we teaching this generation? You know, we may reap what we sow on this. So my challenge to you is, especially if you're a believer, just think hard about what you're saying. Think hard about what you're typing. Think hard about the legacy you're putting out there. And at the end of the day, what if we just tried to love each other? That's my thoughts on the drive-in. K2, peace out.